Hello, all Hoosier fans, Hoosier haters, and everyone in between. This is the Crimson Coliseum podcast. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about a group that I think should be considered more in the athletic department, but that's just me. It's the group that I was a part of, the Marching 100. Now, probably the Marching 100 is the best part of game days, or as our man Ross Wilkerson will say, Hoosier fans' favorite part of game days. Uh, so it's a very fun time to be in. I think a college band is the most important part of an atmosphere in a game. And one thing I think the professional scene is severely lacking outside of soccer because soccer is soccer or football, sorry. But today with me I have Jack, and he's going into his sophomore year, and in only a couple days he's going to be going into vet night. But tomorrow, I believe, is the start of when the freshmen and the Uggs
Yeah,
begin
the
band camp.
first day of band camp for freshmen is tomorrow. I'm going in to help with registration, so y'all see if you're gonna be a freshman this year, you'll see me there. But
Mhm.
yeah, that night starts on Tuesday. I'm so excited. It's
Yeah, I
gonna be so
remember do
fun.
I remember my freshman year, my vet night.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
COVID. So we were outside on
Yeah.
the practice lot,
Oh, you
six
have to
feet
be outside.
apart, in a line. The first time doing tectonic loins of Satan, that was a weird experience.
I know. No, that's my big like core memory from that night last year was when uh the band was playing Loins of Satan, and I had no idea what was going on. Like that was like a surreal experience. I'm kind of sad that we're not going to get to play that this year because I think, yeah, it got cut unfortunately. But um, but I'm still really excited to be on the other side of that experience for the first time. That'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Don't
My
want to
sophomore
spoil too
year, we were
much, but
still sophomore year, we were still under COVID regulations a little bit, but we were in
yeah,
arcs, but we were outside. It was a weird
yeah,
experience.
no, for
And
sure, for
then
sure,
junior and senior year, we were inside.
normal, yeah.
I preferred honestly outside personally, but
Really?
I
I
can
like it when it's inside. I mean, that's maybe just because I've only experienced it inside, but just like the acoustics in there, I think are really cool.
yeah.
But outside is obviously sounds really good too. I'm just excited to like see like all of my friends again for the first time for like a couple of months. I'm also excited to like meet new people as well, like see um, like meet the freshmen in the tenor tones and in other sections as well, and also just meet new people in general because I obviously 100 has hundreds of people, so just meeting new people that I didn't get to meet last year will be really cool as well.
Yeah, so anyone that doesn't know what the name of the hundred is, back in when we started over 100 years ago, there was around 100 members. So just calling the marching 100 made a lot more sense. But it just there's a little we're not the marching 100. That's Florida A&M University, I believe. They're the marching
Hmm.
100. We're just the marching 100. It's closer
Yeah,
to marching 300, but
so true,
uh
so true. No, I cannot tell you how many times people before I went out to Indiana, people were like, marching 100, like, are there 100 people in the band? Or even here at IU, people are like, are there 100 people in the band? I'm like, no, it's like 300. It's just the name.
yeah, it's just the name that's stuck
It's a
with
little
us for a while.
confusing. It's a little confusing.
Yeah. But I my favorite times with band camp after vet night, the trombones would go to I think it was Brewster's on the south side of
Mm.
Bloomington, and we all get ice cream together as like the
Oh, it's
first
fun.
after vet night, just having meeting people and everything. That I love that tradition and hope they keep doing that. That was a really great tradition. Um,
Yeah, I think we'll try to do something this year, something like that. If not, we might, I don't know if we're gonna try to do it before that night or what, but we'll figure something out.
yeah.
We have our big event is gonna be our the Tenor Fantasy Football
Oh yeah.
league draft. That's gonna happen during band camp at some point, and we're gonna have it here at the house, at my house.
Oh, that's
And I'm
great.
really excited to host that. It'll be really fun.
Yeah, and another tradition we did the trombone section. Yeah, I think it closed down when you got here, Jack, but there was this place by Chick-fil-A on the west. It's considered the west side by College Mall. The Chick-fil-A, not
Hmm.
in College Mall, but next to it. There was a chicken place called Joella's. Trombones always went
Oh
there,
yeah,
and it was a great time. And sadly,
I
we
heard
can't
about
keep that tradition
Joella's.
anymore because Joella's closed.
When did that close?
Uh, it was this past year that
I was looking forward to going there. It closed. Oh,
chicken's really good, but
yeah.
getting back on track real quick. Just for some shows that we've played in.
Hmm.
Because in 2 weeks' time, they're gonna be starting. Is the first week against Florida International.
I can't believe that. But it's 2 weeks from the first football game. Time really flown this summer.
Yeah, uh, that's gonna be the
It's
first
band
test.
day.
It's band
Band
day for you
day.
guys, but the
That's a good one to start with. I'm kind of happy that that's the
yeah
first one because it's a good show to kind of ease back into it.
yeah you guys have a lot of
We
shows
do.
this
We have
year.
8 of them. I
Hey,
don't
yeah, we'll
know.
go into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But my favorite show that I played in, just going off the shows, is Level Up, which was
Hmm.
the final show my sophomore year. Or
Hmm.
sophomore, no, junior year. My final show my junior year. Sorry. That had a video game medley.
Oh, that's
So Halo,
fun.
we started with the Halo theme.
Oh, that's good.
So the trombones played the Halo theme, everyone else sang it.
That's cool.
Um, then we had a transition into The Legend of Zelda,
Hmm.
and then transition into Tetris.
Oh, that's fun.
Then it transitioned into Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
So it's like a video game show,
Yeah, and
video
then
game theme show. That's really cool.
the Red Stepper feature was uh, the Pokemon anime theme, the original,
Oh
and
my God.
Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Oh, that's like a nerd paradise right there.
Oh, definitely. You can
Nerd,
look it up on
just
YouTube. It was great.
nerd Nirvana. That's what they should have called it instead of Level Up.
Nerdvana.
Nerd Nirvana. That would have been a good name for that show.
No, Nerdvana. Nerdvana.
Nerdvana. Oh gosh, that'd have been funny. I think
Yeah.
my favorite show that I got to play last year was Good Hair Day. That was yeah in the middle of the season, and pretty much the theme behind that was just as the name suggests, like hair, like hair band, Harry Styles, um, Harry Potter. So we did like the Harry Potter theme to start off, and then we did As It Was by Harry Styles. That was the Red Stepper feature,
Arranged by
and
one of
then
our own.
yeah, and then Patrick. Oh, that was Patrick's show.
Yeah, Patrick Grimes.
Yeah,
Uh,
shout out to Patrick Grimes
shout out. He got the silver medal with the Boston
with
Crusaders
Boston
last week.
Crusaders. Yeah, that was I saw that was a great show. I think disclaimer, I think that show should have won. Good job to the Bluecoats. You guys did a really good show, but my opinion, Boston should have won. That's just my opinion. I'm not a professional marching band judge, so obviously I'm not qualified to that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, and then it was what? It was As It Was, and then it was
Master Puppets.
Master of Puppets, right? Yeah, Master of Puppets. So it was the
Yeah,
hair band. And then what was the closer for that one? It
that
was
was Master Puppets was the closer.
what's the
The Harry
closer?
Potter theme was
I
the
couldn't
opener.
remember if there was a fourth one or not. Okay. And then so yeah, I love Good Hair Day. I think that 70s show was a pretty close second for me as
Hmm.
well. But yeah, looking at these shows this year, I'm really excited for a lot of these shows. So
Yeah, which one
maybe
are you
one of
most
them
excited for?
we'll take the top spot. Uh I think Back When Your Parents Were Cool is gonna be a really fun one. Just all those like grunge rock, like 90s grunge rock songs. Like all of these are on my playlist. Like it's just gonna be Smells Like Teen Spirit was my favorite song probably for the longest time, like in high school. So I am so excited for that show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Uh,
fun.
I registered for it. I should be going up to play at Homecoming, which is the Strange
Nice.
Indiana show. So technically, that's
Okay.
the one I'm most excited to play because it's the only one I'm playing it. But um,
Yeah.
it'll feel it.
Strange
I
Indiana.
think it's starting to click in now that I'm done with school a little bit
Yeah, that's gotta be tough. I can't imagine. Like
because school started with you starting in a little over a
little
week.
over a week. Yeah, first day of classes is a week from Monday, the 26th. So yeah, I gotta get ready for that.
Uh,
Which but
what?
yeah, it's crazy that you're not in school anymore. Like,
Yeah,
because I'm pre-med, that won't be me for
a while.
gosh, a while. Yeah, like 12-ish years. But
hmm
yeah, no, I don't know how I'll
School
feel when that
forever.
day ends. School forever. Yeah. The pre-med life is pretty much when you get in your freshman year of college, it's like you're starting first grade all over again. That's I forget. I think my
More
dad,
school.
who is a doctor, told me that. Anyway, getting off of that tangent.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
what's going to be your favorite part of game day going into this year?
so I if the football team is good, it's definitely watching the game. And seeing IU football become the dynasty that it is destined to be this year. I think if the football team is good, that'll be my favorite part. But if we struggle like we did last year, my favorite like non-football part of game day probably is the walk.
Yeah. I think the walk was really
The
cool to
walk,
do.
mhm.
Um,
Just all the chants and stuff, like the chants and the songs we play by Assembly Hall. Like it's just a really cool way to get ready for the game.
yeah.
And no
One
matter
thing
how bad the team is doing, it always gives you hope.
I
I
think
feel.
Big Ten tailgate's going to be at the Maryland game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make 1,000% sure. But one other thing that I really like doing was third quarter band, which
Yeah, I hope I get to do that at some point because
uh
I think that's sorry. My parents just called me, so I had to tell them that I'm not
oh
available
yeah,
right
you're
now.
good. Uh
But yeah, I that seemed like a really cool thing to do. I hope I get to do that at some point.
but yeah, that was super fun. I can't find it right now. Uh oh yeah, yeah. The Maryland game uh is gonna be where the Big Ten tailgate's gonna be at, so that'll be interesting. But
Yeah.
um it granted that was just a massive lip buster, but
That's very true because like you've been playing like all the first half, all halftime,
yeah,
and then
then you
like
go
third quarter
into
is typically when we get our
oh
break, and then you have to keep playing. No, that's
yeah, I
definitely a chop buster
remember
for sure.
when leadership was asking for names for it, I was making the joke, name it the William Tell Band.
William Tell band. Yeah,
It'd give us all Stetsons.
that'd be really cool. That'd be really
That'd be really
funny.
funny. But
I think my favorite song to like play like during like in the stand tunes like is probably like War.
mhm.
War is a really fun one. What was yours?
War was fun, but um I would say just because I am the way that I am,
Hmm.
Loins would be my favorite.
I like that.
Just because it is
Yeah,
incredibly
that one
hard
that
and
one
it's
was a
very
good one.
satisfying when you get done. But
I never I don't think I ever played that song right. I think I got close numerous times, but I don't think I ever got it like perfectly right, which
yeah, out of the songs that are still going, Shout.
Shout's a good one. I don't know. I think that one's good. I was just when I first saw that Shout was a stand tune, I thought it was the Tears for Fears song,
Mm.
and I got really excited. And I found out it wasn't the Tears for Fears song, and I was disappointed because I'm a very big Tears for Fears fan. They 100 ignored my "Everybody Wants to Rule the World" request for the first time this year. We're gonna make that request every single year until it happens. Um, But yeah, a little disappointed, but it's still a good stand tune. I like it.
Yeah. Whenever I requested, usually it was playing like the tags of the networks that we were on. So like CBS theme,
Oh,
Big Ten
that
CBS.
would be cool. We should have done that the first because we were the first on CBS
Yeah.
game last year. We should have done that. That probably was like copyright rules or something. Oh,
Yeah, it's probably
I
super expensive.
yeah, but I was watching a reel the other day about like the Big Ten on CBS or something, and like just the fact that we were the first, like that was my first college football game,
Hmm.
was that the premiere of Big Ten on CBS, and I think I made like the opening like
Oh, that's
intro.
cool. That's cool.
Like that was like my like big welcome to the Big Ten moment, and then the freshman this year, there's a chance that Pitbull could show up to the game.
We'll get into that a little bit,
So
but
we'll get into that
we'll get
later.
into that a little
But
bit, but
that'd be a really cool first show as well.
yeah.
Pitbull showing up.
Um, I
We
bet
should
with how quick the first game is, you'll probably get Bandcamp's going to be a lot quicker.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
because well,
Because we're gonna well, yes, because we're probably gonna have to I think we're mainly focusing on show two
well
during band camp for the sounds of it.
for um pregame
Yeah,
because I think that first week is going to be pregame.
that's true. Yeah, you're right.
But
But I think we're also supposed to have show two somewhat. That's the information I've gotten, is that we're supposed to have show two
we get to the
down
shows.
pretty.
Why don't you list off what we're going to be seeing from the 100 this year?
So yeah, so the first show we're doing is our annual band day show, which is a standstill show, and we have high schools from all around the state of Indiana come and like pretty much have like a day in the life 100, which is really really fun.
Yeah, band day
And
is
then
always great to see a lot of high schoolers.
yeah, it's a really fun way to say like, hey, this is what college band is like. If you're interested in doing it in the future here at IU, like this is what we do. This is all the traditions and stuff. Like it's really really fun to do. Um, yeah, and then the songs we're playing for that are "Paint It Black" by the Rolling Stones, "I Want to Dance with Somebody" by Whitney Houston, and then our "America the Beautiful" arrangement, which, hot take, I think is one of my favorite songs to play the entire
I
year.
think I heard that they changed it.
They, I like listened to the recording and it sounded similar. But
Well, I mean, it's
maybe
America
they
the
changed it
Beautiful.
recently.
It's
Yeah, so
America
it's
the
still
Beautiful. It's not going to sound a lot different, but I
yeah, no,
remember
I always love playing that song. So
I did not have the best experience because it's just extremely hard to
to memorize.
well, not really memorize it. It's just and a lot of other band members can understand this. When you're playing a slow song and you've expended so much energy, like playing long notes at a quiet volume
Mm-hmm.
is
That's
incredibly
true.
hard. And
Mm-hmm.
like it's I remember whenever I like this is a little bit off tangent, but I was going back to my high school days, going to state my senior year. If you look up their recording, you'll hear me peak because I was we just got done with a dance break and immediately into uh a slowed down version of Toxic slowed down version of Toxic,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just long notes, and it's just I had to try to keep it in so much. It was just hard. But
Yeah.
uh week two, I think, is gonna be probably my favorite show to watch.
I I am really excited for that one. I'm excited to see what they do with like the color guard, because that the point of Hoist the Colors is like to celebrate the return of the IU color guard. and I think that that will be a really, really fun show to play in. Like Wellerman, Shipping Up to Boston, Hoist the Colors will all be really, really fun songs that I think like the student sections is gonna know those songs, and like it's just gonna be a fan favorite, I think, and I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah. Um, sorry, I'm just trying to look up something. Uh, I can't find it.
But yeah, Hoist the Colors, for those who are uneducated, is the one of the big songs in Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm sure like everyone and their mom knows that,
Yeah. I'm fully expecting a
but just in case
sousaphone.
people don't know,
Yeah.
oh, that'd be so
The
cool. Well,
sousaphone
the
Wellerman.
sousaphone, yeah, about to say the sousaphones will get to play, get their Wellerman feature.
Yeah. Because we have a Boston Crusader, one or two, because I know Griffin was.
Griffin and my friend Connor Shimbashi,
Okay,
he
yeah.
was in Boston last year as well. Yeah,
So
as a
that'll be fun.
tuba.
Um, Now going on to well, technically week four, but it'll be game three because of the uh I honestly think your schedule is a lot easier than last year's, even though you have 8 games, because it's two and then a week off, two and then a week off,
Yeah, I
two.
know. We don't have four in a row like we did last year.
Oh yeah, that was a
It's that was something else.
painful.
But yeah, I think the most we have in a row is two this year, which
Hmm.
is really, really nice. But yeah, our third show is first round picks, which I believe Charlotte is youth sports day.
That's
So I
understandable.
think they're trying maybe to appeal to a younger
I could see that. I
audience.
could see that because there's
I
probably be a
think
lot of
that's why they
parents. Yeah,
yeah, that's why they picked the songs that they did. But like, yeah, two like Grace Kelly by Mika. I had no idea what that song was before I saw it on the 100 list. And then 22 by Taylor Swift. Obviously, we all know what that one
obviously.
is.
You're
So
trying to
I this one I'm intrigued with because I'm not. This is probably a show I'm the least familiar with going into it. So I'm
Honestly,
intrigued to
I'm
see how that
surprised
turns
last year
out.
that we didn't get many Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah, well, we're making up for that this year.
Yeah, because on
Definitely,
the
because we
back of
got two of
our
them.
shirts last year was in our 100 era.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't do more
Yeah,
with
that was a missed
the Swifties
opportunity.
last year. It
But
was, but yeah, we'll see. We'll get back into it this year. And then the next week is back when your parents were cool. This one's gonna be
first,
really, really
yeah, first Big
fun.
Ten home game, probably get a lot of eyes. And
It's
back when your
gonna
parents were
be really,
cool,
really
that's a
cool.
great name for a show, anyways.
It is. It is a really great name for a show, and it's a really great show as well. Like we got
Hmm.
Bird Eye Blind, we got Walking on the Sun. Get some non All Star Smash Mouth exposure, which I think is really important.
Did you play?
And then we got
Was All Star last year? Did you for Band Day?
no last year.
Okay,
No, it
so
must have been before.
the
I
year
wasn't here for that.
before, the Band Day the year before was All Star Smash Mouth and
Ooh,
Never
that's
Gonna Give You Up.
cool. Oh, that's a fun combo right there.
Yeah,
But yeah, Even Flow, Pearl Jam. I think that's an underappreciated song for sure. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear that one with
yeah.
100. That'll be really, really fun.
Um, then going into Homecoming, we got Strange Indiana, which
Strange Indiana,
obviously is a Stranger
yeah.
Things style, but it's also
Reference.
just
I mean, it's not just Stranger Things. Something I was kind of worried it was going to be just a Stranger Things show.
yeah,
And I'm happy that they're not making it just a Stranger Things show because don't get me wrong, I love Stranger Things, but I like that we're incorporating like Kokomo and some Parks and Rec into it as well.
yeah, yeah. Parks and
That'll be
Rec,
really, really
severely
fun.
underrated show.
It's been on my list to watch for such a long time. I need to
Yeah,
start
especially
watching
since
it.
you're in Indiana. There's a lot of Indiana references that
Yeah, I
I think Roy
know.
Hibbert's even in the show a little bit.
I have to say, I just don't think it's gonna live up to The Office for
I
me.
think
That
people
might
compare it
just
to The
me being
Office a
from
lot.
Pennsylvania. That might just be me being from Pennsylvania. But I just love The
Chris
Office so
Pratt's in it.
much. I know he's in it, yeah, and Rashida, yeah. I again, I really want to get into it, but I'm kind of disappointed. I don't know. I mean, not disappointed, but like I was kind of looking forward to the running up that hill
Hmm.
um feature that could have like I was thinking that was going to be a song that we play in there, and but
I
it's
think
a
it's
never ending story
smart.
instead, which granted, never ending story is never just great song. I'm really excited to play that, but
I feel like running up that hill is less of a good marching tune.
I guess
It's
so.
it's a more
Yeah,
of a pep band, like it's more of a sit down, play in the stands
that's
type of
true.
tune.
I could
But
see that. Maybe we'll get the pool. Maybe we'll get it as a
maybe,
stand-in for
maybe.
that
But you
week.
got Master
Maybe.
Puppets, hopefully. Hopefully you guys get Master Puppets.
I think it's still in the beam. I think we're still playing that. That'd be
That's
fun.
good. That's good. It was fan reception of Master Puppets was very, very well liked from what
I
from,
know. I know they were concerned about it maybe being too difficult to be just a stand tune
but we
because
killed
we
it.
won't practice it as much, but we did. We did kill it. It was a really, really good stand tune. And I feel like we could do it next year because three-quarters of the band from last year will be there this
Hmm.
year. So hopefully we
Yeah,
can
then
keep it in the book.
yeah, then going into the home stretch,
The
it's
Hope
very
Rising
interesting.
show in the sixth
Yeah.
week. Yeah. Well, the Hope Rising is that show is corresponding with the Stand Up to Cancer
Oh, yep. That's very,
week.
very smart.
So it's kind of a show correlating with that, and I'm really excited for that show as well. Just because I think of I like the message. Obviously, I like the message that it sends. It's going to be a really,
Hmm.
really fun show to do. Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow, Fleetwood Mac. That's a really good song. Survivor by Destiny's Child, another good one, and then Fight Song by Rachel Platten to finish it out. I'm really hoping that that's like a big, just hard hitting closer. I think that's
Yeah,
what it's going to be, and
I think
I'm
that'll
really
be really
excited for
fun.
that song. That'll be a fun ending to do. Be really emotional for sure.
And then
The last show we have like the songs for is American Icons, which that I think is corresponding with the Salute the Service
mhm.
game. And we have um 9 to 5 and Jolene by Dolly Parton, and then You Belong
Kind of
with
wish we
Me
played
by
Tennessee
Taylor
this game. I
Swift.
kind of wish.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun if we played Tennessee. But and then Texas
I
Hold'em
think they
by
call it sacrilege,
Beyonce.
but
We should we should play either Tennessee or Texas that week for this show for real. I was kind of okay. I was completely expecting them to pull out a John Cougar Mellencamp song for this week,
oh yeah.
like because of the Bloomington ties there. I was expecting some like Jack and Diane or some Bruce Springsteen too. Like that's I
I
don't know
think
why.
Jack and
That's what I'm
Diane would
thinking.
not
That's
be
what I
received
always.
well, especially with the returning members. Uh,
Did you
has
guys
it?
play that recently?
I don't. It was. It replaced. I believe. Uh, Going into my sophomore year, Jack and Diane over the loudspeaker replaced. William Tell. I think. Don't quote me on that,
Oh,
but I think that's what the thing was. Um,
okay.
and then now that's what I call 100 to finish it out against Purdue. I think that's going to be really funny. Uh, we'll get some
Yeah,
Purdue. Per,
I'm just interested to see what the song list for that show will be
yeah,
because
but
we don't have any information on that yet, but
it's probably going to
that'll
be
be a fun one,
a
like a
lot of
best of
popular
100.
stand tunes.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to listen to all that. And I think this year's going to be a really good year. Uh, Hopefully
for
you guys
sure.
get to play more in a bowl game.
I'm hoping. I'm really, really hopeful. I was just before the we started recording, I was just saying how I think my opinion of the football team has changed. I think we can make a bowl game this year, definitely. Like I like the more I think about like our schedule, like the weaker I think it is, just
This
because
is
of the amount of uncertainty that is in the Big Ten,
this is probably
especially
the
with the teams we're
easiest
playing.
schedule Indiana has had since the since the Big Ten implemented divisions. This has been the easiest schedule.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, for sure. Well, because we don't have to play.
Penn State,
I mean, we do have to play Michigan and Ohio State, but we don't have to play Penn State. We don't
USC,
have to
Oregon,
play, yeah,
Iowa.
Rutgers. We miss Rutgers. Rutgers is going to be sneaky good this year, and we don't have to play them. So, but yeah, we get like UCLA, which is a lot of uncertainty. Washington has a lot of uncertainty.
Mhm.
Nebraska has a lot of uncertainty. Michigan State has a ton of uncertainty. And then even some of the better teams on our schedule, like Michigan and Ohio State. Ohio State less so, but Michigan definitely has a lot of question marks with terms of like returning production. So
Yeah, I
I
think
think Indiana is going to surprise some people this year.
um, it'll be very interesting to see. Nebraska, I feel like
That's a game
is
I'm excited for.
yeah
I
yeah
think they're a
Nebraska
little bit
football is what
outside of our.
yeah. So Nebraska, hopefully, if we can beat Nebraska, I mean, sky's the limit.
That I think is like the game that I think it's a game I think is winnable, but out of all the games that I think are winnable, that's the least winnable. I
Hmm.
think. I think
Yeah.
I think our ceiling is like 10-2. I think that's like the 10th win, I would
10 to
say.
Indiana.
10 win Indiana
Not even
would be
just 9 to Indiana.
crazy.
10 win Indiana.
And that would
In Lincoln.
if Signetti does that this year, I think we should build a statue.
If we get 9 wins in his first year,
We're
we are
building a
renaming
statue.
Memorial Stadium Signetti Stadium. That just is
Signetti.
what it is. Like
Yeah, if
we're
we
renaming it
get
this
nine,
year.
10 wins, yeah, he we're building a statue and we're renaming the stadium. There's no
Yeah.
question about it. Heck,
Also, going back to
even if
100
we
real
make it,
quick.
oh yeah,
Um,
sorry.
I heard from I saw some pictures. Apparently your
Oh,
lot got repaved.
I did hear about that. Yeah, that's gonna be one hot band camp
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be
on
fun.
that newly. Okay, I like that the lot's repaved. Probably really nice to march on, but it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, it's much I'd
It's
rather it be repaved. I'm
That's valid. Yes, I'm not complaining. I'm just stating out the fact that it's going to be
yeah,
hot, but that will be really, really nice to
both my
march
alma
on.
maters repaved their practice fields because my high school alma mater just repaved their little practice lot too,
I got,
which is probably 10 years overdue.
yeah. Did they repave it like right after you graduated, or was it just
No,
this
right after
year?
I graduated IU they did.
Oh, that's funny. No,
Yeah.
my going on the high school practice field tangent. We had a grass field. I never had to deal with
I think
parking lot marching
yeah.
until I got to IU,
Yeah. Go
which is
just looking at yeah.
not as bad as I thought it was going to be, honestly. Like it's not a bad service to
Yeah.
practice on. You just if you fall, you're done for.
But looking ahead to future episodes, next
Yeah.
week we're going to be having Big Ten predictions for football, and then it's time to preview it's time to get the game ready. So with that, it's going to be Friday or Thursday, depending on my schedule, is going to be the
Okay.
preview. Sunday or Monday, depending on my schedule, is going to be post game.
Okay.
Uh, Preview
Yeah.
like on that similar schedule. Uh, And in the case of the Western Illinois game, that'll be a Thursday, Saturday because it's a Friday game,
Mhm.
which I have my personal opinions on Friday games. I think they're stupid, but I understand why they do it.
Yeah. I am very interested to see. I think if Indiana does do better than expected, I wouldn't be surprised if we get some more of our games flexed to Friday.
No, I don't think we'll get flexed.
Really? You don't think we get
Well, we won't
flexed?
get flexed to
'Cause
Friday. Like
I
they're
know
set.
that.
If
Sorry.
we do better, we'll have more like 3:30 games. I
Yeah.
think. I think it's what it is.
But
Or
I
noon
think
games. 3:30 or noon. I can't remember which one it is. That's the prime time.
I think 3:30. But anyway, I just thought that doesn't the Big Ten have like one Friday night game a week now?
I think the days are already scheduled. It's the times that need to be
Yeah,
scheduled.
that's true.
Um I bet I don't think we'll have a home game that's noon. Maybe
You don't think?
Nebraska, but since Ohio State's probably gonna be the class of the conference, and we're on the road for that, I don't think it's gonna be a noon game. In
Yeah,
Michigan, I don't think it's gonna be as good.
yeah.
We'll probably still
I'm
lose to
hoping
them,
we.
but
I'm really hoping we get another night game this year. I think that's my
I don't know how
favorite
I feel
are
about
night
night
games.
games.
I love night games. I
For
just
a part of me likes it, likes me that likes the late start, but another part of me just hates that we get done at like midnight.
I know, but at the same time, like I kind of like playing halftime at night under the lights.
That's fair. That's fair.
That doing we got to do that twice last year, and those I that was probably the best experience in my opinion was playing halftime under the lights. I think the only night game we have scheduled right now is that Western Illinois game.
On a
But
Friday.
hopefully we get some more.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Um, it's
later on in the
usually
season.
10 days or so. Like it's usually like the week before, 2 weeks
Yeah,
before when you
we
know
get
when
when
the
we
next
find
game
out.
is. Um,
Yeah.
I like that strategy just because you can flex in and out depending on how
Hmm.
good the team is.
Yeah.
Um, but I hope you have a great year this year.
I think we'll have a really good year
Pass your
this year. I'm
classes,
really
have a good
excited.
time, and
Don't have too good of a time.
yeah, don't have
That's
too
gonna
good of a
be the
time.
trouble.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh boy. Yeah, for sure.
Which means avoid upstairs at all costs. But
Yeah.
if anyone's listening that's in Bloomington for Friday night, head on over to Kirkwood for Drumline Hype because hype is always awesome. Um,
Yeah.
I really liked the Drumline last year. Hopefully they can get better this year.
Yeah.
You always can
No,
always
let's
ask for
be it's
improvement there. And
I'm really excited for hype this year.
and a name, and I know we talked about this during our football preview, but if Julian Lewis commits, emergency episode.
For sure. Yeah.
It's
Hopefully
close.
that
I
happens.
think
It's I've heard very positive reports.
yeah, it's either us, USC, or Colorado at this point.
Yeah. Which I think is gonna be us for Colorado because I think he's gonna decommit for sure.
All right. All right. Have a great day. The rest of your day, have a great one, and I'll
Thanks,
see
you
you
too,
guys in
man.
the next one.